to the glory of God and the support of the good people of Ogun State, we start a new chapter in the continued development agenda of this great state.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us for another episode of Gateway Diary. I am Victoria Oniaye. As usual, we are here to keep you updated on the latest political, social and economic developments in Ogun State under the leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun, with a special focus on the infrastructure projects that are making a difference in lives of the people. So here's what we've lined up for you today. It's yet another win for the people of Ogun State and the administration of Prince Dapo Abiodun as oil exploration is about to begin in the state. We will tell you how and when this will begin. Ogijo, Shagamu and Ilaro towns get newly constructed township roads as Governor Abiodun takes infrastructure drive of the state to a higher level, promises to open up new towns in the state. We will also spotlight the initiatives of the state government in the area of agriculture, with a focus on how small and medium-scale farmers are thriving in the state. I bet you'll enjoy every bit of it. But before we delve into that, let's take a look at the highlights of news stories making headlines across the state. We start off with some cherry news. Limestone, phosphate and clay are some of the natural resources mined in Ogun State over the years. But there are more natural resources in the state than you can imagine. However, if the latest decision by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPCL, is anything to go by, Ogun State might soon join the league of oil-producing states in the country. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Heineken Lokobiri, mentioned this during his recent visit to Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, alongside top management staff of the NNPCL. They were received by His Excellency Governor Dapo Abiodun and his team.
Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria, a land blessed with huge natural resources and untapped potential. From its fertile soils to its industrious people, Ogun State has long been recognized as a hub of economic activity, political stronghold of the Southwest, and cultural epicenter for the Yoruba people. Now, one man is on a mission to propel the state beyond its current status of just being the gateway to Nigeria. His vision is to transform Ogun into the industrial capital of the nation, a feat that will see its economy rival that of Lagos. That man is Prince Dapo Abiodun, the 5th elected governor of Ogun State. Limestone, phosphate and clay are some of the natural resources mined in Ogun State over the years. The vast area of land is also very fertile, boasting bountiful harvests, but beneath its fertile land lies another treasure waiting to be discovered. It's the oil and gas. A Officials of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited (NNPCL) and the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Heineken Lepobiri have identified Ogun State as a potential location for oil and gas exploration, and they are here for a round-table conversation with the governor. They know quite well that Governor Abiodun has an appetite for increasing the state's investment drive and a zeal to revamp the state's economic circle. And in his usual element, Governor Abiodun eloquently unveiled the potential in the state to his guests.
The country is believed to hold the second largest reserves in the world of 42 billion tons. Such a project will present very unique synergies between the Ministry of Petroleum and the Ministry of Mines. Ogun State, in part, containing OPLs 302, 303, 306, and 307, and other acreages, present unique opportunities for the qualification as a frontier exploration state as defined in the PIA. I want to deeply appreciate Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
Before now, successive governments in Ogun State have long sought the federal government's attention to the wealth of resources in Tangoji Island in Ibokia local government area of the state. But now, a new chapter is about to unfold as the island may fall into the category of prospective oil sites for the NNPCL to explore.
And so today we are here as part of federal government's commitment to ensuring that we continue our campaign, continue our exploration activities across the length and breadth. But we're here basically to show the excellency and good people of state. The federal government is committed to using the resources available, part of the provisions of the PIA, the special fund provided for exploration in the frontier basin. The federal government is committed to using that fund to ensure that we find oil, in all the basins in the country.
From all indications, Governor Abiodun is not holding back his determination to reposition Ogun State as an oil-producing state. But more importantly, he is doing all within his capacity to fully industrialize the state, boost its economic viability, and make Ogun State a shining example of economic transformation and prosperity.
I am sure that story excites you. We all look forward to when the oil exploration finally takes off. Moving on to other stories. While many governors across the country were celebrating another year in office on May 29, Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State celebrated his 5th year in office by commissioning key road infrastructures in the state. Governor Abiodun, who is now referred to as a promise keeper by the people of the state, commissioned road projects in both Ogun West and East Senatorial districts of the state. He commissioned the Ogijo Hospital Road, the Shagamu Ipe Road, the Shakpade Road, and the Ilaro Owode Road. Gateway Diary captured the moments.
If there's anything that has in recent times brought joy to the people of Ogun State, it is the fact that Governor Dapo Abiodun is changing the trajectory of the state, particularly in the area of road infrastructure, and he is not relenting. The Prince of Remoland, as he is popularly called, believes there's still more to be done in the state. The week leading up to the commemoration of his 5th anniversary in office was a busy one, with a long list of events including the commissioning of road projects. It also coincided with his 64th birthday, a double celebration for the governor who started with Thanksgiving songs. With more than 600 kilometers of roads already constructed and rehabilitated, the highest number by any governor in history of the state, Governor Dapo Abiodun sets out once again with his team to unveil new landmark road projects, this time in different communities across 2 senatorial districts.
We are only in this office and holding this office in trust by the grace of God and by the vote of those people who lined up at the polls to vote for the needed change of the state. And that change, I'm glad we have continued to witness in the last 5 years.
Let's take you on a trip to the 1.5-kilometer Ogijo Road along Ogun State's boundary with Ikorodu area of Lagos. It was once a nightmare for residents and commuters. The road was in a state of disrepair despite its connection to the commercial city of Lagos. Potholes and erosion made it nearly impassable, a stark reminder of years of neglect. Today, the story is different. The road is well equipped with proper drainages on both sides and running through several communities.
If you ever had the opportunity to have been here about a year ago, you will understand what I'm talking about. This was like a swimming pool that technically you can swim when it rains. But today, it's a different story. So, importance of good road in the social economic development of a state can never be overemphasized. The governor is unrelenting in his quest towards taking the dividends of the democracy to every nook and cranny of the state.
Truly, Governor Dapo Abiodun believes in projects that touch lives. He knows that good roads are the arteries of economic and social life. His dedication to township road projects further shows his commitment to making everyday journeys smoother and businesses more accessible.
This road that you've seen today have been constructed has now allowed those that are coming from the farm and traders and businesses to display their goods and sell them to willing buyers. In the course of construction, a lot of opportunities presented themselves.
With precision and care, the road was reconstructed, transforming it into a smooth and reliable thoroughfare. Now, vehicles glides effortlessly, and the road has become a symbol of renewed hope and connectivity for the people of Ogijo.
Before it was being constructed, the road was very bad. So it's very hard to drive in and drive out. It was very bad then. We thank God now the governor has a big concern about this road. We really appreciate his work.
We really thank God for this work because this area is really bad before. For coming out and going out, for us it's difficult before. But now we are going out smoothly and going in smoothly. There's not any problem again.
Next, we journey to the 8-kilometer dual carriage Shagamu-Ikperu-Ode-Shakpade road. This road too had been abandoned for years, leaving residents to navigate treacherous conditions. Governor Abiodun's intervention brought the much-needed respite to the area.
We're celebrating our own 5 years in office. 5 years of innovative leadership. 5 years of changing the narrative in Ogun State. 5 years of equitable, fair distribution of purposeful infrastructure across the length and breadth of the state.
The Shagamu-Ikperu-Ode-Shapade Road now stands as a testament to Governor Abiodun's commitment to our final stop is the Ilaro-Owode Road, a significant 28-kilometer project that connects Motam and Seri. At the grand commissioning of the Ilaro-Owode Road, dignitaries including former governor of the state and APC leader Chief Olusegun Oshoba and the senator representing Ogun West Senatorial District Olamilekan Solomon joined Governor Abiodun in marking this milestone.
We want to specially thank you. By this single action of yours, Your Excellency, these have laid further claim that the love you have for the good people of Ogun West is not in doubt. As we speak, currently ongoing is the H14 of the Musada Ankara Road, which shows that in the next couple of months we will be welcoming our governor back to Ogun West to commission another all-important.
Always wash away. This Ilaro Iwoye Owodo Road is a 27 kilometers road linking various communities. It is not only a road for connection, but also a road leading to peace, unity, and prosperity of Ogun State.
Former Governor Olusegun Oshoba, renowned for his extensive township road projects during his tenure, has been selected to commission the road.
This plaque was unveiled by His Excellency Olusegun Oshoba, CFR, former governor of Ogun State, in commemoration of the commissioning of Ilaro Owode Road, Yewa South local government, constructed by Prince Olorire Dapo Abiodun administration or Dapo Abiodun MFR CON on this day, Thursday, 30th of May.
Will open up to more and more investment. This road is a very important road to the economy of South State. It connects the entire together from Imeko to Yewano to Pokia to Adodo. In the olden days, Idogo was feeding not just Ogun State but feeding Lagos. This Senatorial district is the bread basket of this state and one of the bread baskets of the nation.
From the look of things, Governor Dapo Abiodun's legacy is one of action and impact, reshaping Ogun State one road at a time. His giant strides in road construction are not just about infrastructure. They are about connecting communities, fostering economic growth, and making life better for everyone in Ogun State. With Governor Abiodun, the journey of transformation continues, and the road ahead looks promising.
Governor Dapo Abiodun's plan to drive development and economic growth through agriculture is already generating the needed results and impact. That's because he's channeling enough resources into that sector of the state's economy and encouraging both young and old to engage in subsistence and commercial farming. Our next report focuses on the giant strides of the Dapo Abiodun administration in the area of agricultural development and food sustainability in Ogun State.
The old southern region was one of the food baskets of the country during pre-independence and post-independence Nigeria. In fact, one could argue that Nigeria's agricultural revolution before the discovery of oil had the southern region as its front runner. One of the states that championed that agricultural growth is Ogun, where food and cash crops like cassava, maize, rubber, kola nut, and even cocoa were cultivated on a large scale. The popular Gari Ijebu, produced in the Ijebu area of the state, and Ofada rice are major exports that further highlight the agricultural prowess of the Ogun people. Now, the state governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, is championing an ambitious agenda to transform the state's agricultural landscape. His vision is to not only feed the state but also contribute significantly to Nigeria's food security agenda. His plan aims to ensure food sufficiency, create employment, and boost industrialization.
God has endowed us with a landmass spanning 16,000 square kilometers. 12,000 square kilometers of this is very fertile for food and cash crop production with high value that can raise farm incomes. In our employment generation agenda, we keyed into the CBN Anchor Borrowers Program on Agriculture and the FADAMA Graduate Unemployment Youth Scheme, GUYS, which is specifically directed at the two vulnerable groups of our population, the women and the youth.
Governor Abiodun clearly understood that modern-day farming requires mechanization, which demands significant capital investment. To address this, his administration facilitated farmers' access to the federal government's Anchor Borrower Scheme, an initiative that has transformed Ogun State into one of Nigeria's leading rice producers. It has also sparked a revolution in youth's involvement in agriculture.
The two areas that we are using as a strategy to ensure that our youth are beginning to participate is in the area of extension officers and aggregation. We are beginning to use our youth in the area of extension officers, so that they can go around the already existing farmers, to see what they plan, to help them in terms of record keeping, to help them in terms of writing a bankable proposal. So by the time, so they are like relationship officers. We are using them in the area of relationship officers to our existing farmers. Knowing fully well that by the time they keep their books for a period of time and they begin to see the figures being generated by these farmers, they too, as time goes on, they will be interested in cultivating themselves instead of just being extension officers. Also, we are utilizing our youth in the area of aggregation. They are serving in the area of linking existing farmers with processors, linking existing farmers with off-takers. So they have data of our farmers, so they go around the farms, trying to get the logistics together of getting their produce from the farm to the processors, so that they can be, so our youth are well engaged in the agricultural ecosystem in Ogun State.
To further attract investors and stimulate economic growth, Governor Dapo Abiodun and his team established the Ogun State Investment Promotion Agency, Ogun IPA, and the Ogun State Business Executive Council, Ogun BEC, both designed to position Ogun State as a prime destination for agricultural investment. The newly commissioned Gateway Agro-Cargo Airport will also help boost the state government's investment drive in agriculture. With his extensive private sector experience, Governor Dapo Abiodun understands the importance of collaborating with private sector partners to enhance livestock production. This is being achieved through the establishment of grazing reserves and the provision of veterinary support to farmers, creating thousands of jobs in the agricultural sector.
The state government, under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun, is assisting farmers in the areas of input, we have done input distribution to about 30,000 farmers in Ogun State this year using different parameters. We have done input distribution in collaboration with Value Chain Development Program of the federal government. We have done input distribution using OG Cares. We have done input distribution in collaboration with the Renewed Hope initiative of the First Lady, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. We have done input distribution in collaboration with British American Tobacco Foundation. We have done input distribution with so many partners across the length and breadth of Ogun State.
If there is one thing the Dapo Abiodun administration is committed to, it is the empowerment of farmers. The provision of solar pump machines, the 50 million naira poverty reduction program aimed at boosting the fish subsector, and the support for over 40,000 agripreneurs in cassava cultivation are some of the initiatives that have earned Governor Dapo Abiodun widespread accolades. With all these groundbreaking initiatives and testimonies from the people, it is clear that Ogun State is positioned not only as a food-sufficient state, but also as an agricultural investment hub. Here, everyone, regardless of age, has the opportunity to succeed and become financially independent, all thanks to a forward-thinking leader, Prince Dapo Abiodun and his team.
Those projects and initiatives are indeed clear examples of promises made and promises kept. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of the program. I hope you enjoyed every bit of what we served you. Join us next time for another interesting episode. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye. It's bye for now.